2 minutes on the path of grace.
Check out Colossians chapter 1. Starting in verse 15, Paul is talking about Jesus, and he says, "He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For by him all things were created that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers." Let me pause right there. Those words that Paul uses are some of the same words he uses in Ephesians chapter 6, that passage about the whole armor of God, spiritual warfare, dealing with the adversary, that sort of thing. Dominions, thrones, principalities, and powers. Here, he tells us that Christ created all of those things, okay? And most people have no problem with that. Okay, God, through Christ, created all of those things. But let's reread verse 16 and keep reading and prepare to have our minds blown. "For by him all things were created that are in heaven and that are on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created through him and for him. And he is before all things, and in him all things consist. And he is the head of the body, the church, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he may have the preeminence." Keep listening. "For it pleased the Father that in him all the fullness should dwell," verse 20, "and by him to reconcile all things to himself, by him, whether things on earth or things in heaven, having made peace through the blood of his cross." In just a matter of verses, we read about Christ making all things on earth and all things in the heavenlies. He created them. But ultimately, all those things on the earth and all those things in the heavenlies are what Christ is also reconciling back to God. Let me read verse 20 again. "And by him to reconcile all things to himself, by him, whether things on earth or things in heaven, having made peace through the blood of his cross." Wow, that seems to go hand in hand with 1 Corinthians chapter 15 when it says that God will become all in all. Not all in some, but all in all.
To hear more, visit jamesflanders.com.